no next number. There is no, remember, there is no rigorous formula or specific formula that is definitely used to find out the next number. But we know how to calculate the next number or to find out the next number according to the question that you've been given. Example, you find the next number in the following series. We just have 27 and we just have -9, we just have 3. Therefore, when you look at this one, you will definitely that the number before is divided by -3 to obtain the number after. Now, the number before is divided by -3 to obtain the number after. Example, -9 was obtained by taking this number before, 27 number, divided by -3, you get -9. And the number, this is number 3, the next number after 9 was obtained by taking this -9 divided by -3, you obtain -3. And therefore, you recognize that the number before is divided by -3 to obtain the number after. Now, it is the same applied to here. You take this -3, this 3, you divide it, it is 3, you divide it by -3. So, it is 3 divided by -3, you obtain it is -1. And therefore, the next number in the series, it is -1. So, I've written this -1 after recognizing that, or after identifying that the number before was divided by -3 to obtain the number after. And that's why we have divided by -3 to obtain -1. So the next number here is -1. Now let us see the second example. But remember, as I said, there is no definite formula that is used. There is no exact formula or specific formula that is used to calculate the next number. But we just use any formula. We just use any formula, and so far we have identified the question or we have recognized the question. So this is how the way we do it. Now it is -1. Now let us see the next example. Now the second example, find the next two numbers in the following series. We have 2, 1, we have 0. Next is dash and next is dash. So we need to find at least two numbers here and here. Solution. When you look at this series, you will recognize the number before is subtracted by 1 to get the number after. The number before is subtracted by 1 to get the number after. Now it is 2 minus 1, you get 1. Now 1 minus 1, you get 0. Now 0 minus 1, you get -1. That is 2 minus 1 is 1. Now 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 1 is -1. -1 minus -1. -1 minus 1. That is 2 negative. Now the next number, that's the two numbers in the series. The next two numbers in the series, we just have -1 and -2. Because we have subtracted here 1, we get -1. And -1 subtracted by 1, we got -2. And now the next two numbers, we just have -1 and -2. So this is definitely how we find out the next number. Now let us see the other example on how to calculate this one. Now the third example, find the next number in the following series. To find the next number in the following series, we just have -7, -9, -13, -19. So we have the alternative way on how to go about. You look at the difference before number and after number. Now this is number, that is 9, -9 minus 7. So you just have -9. So you say it is -9 minus, now it is -7. This positive. So we just have -9 positive 7. If it is -9 positive 7, we just have -2. And then the same applied to here, you will find it is this one minus this one. It is -4. Now this minus this one, it is -6. Now it is -6. Now you look at the difference also here, you will find it is -2, here it is -2. Now, the difference here, it is 0. Now, after you find the difference between the number after and the number before, we just subtract the last number. Hizi zote add, unazijumlisha hizi hapa zote. Then, you just have negative 19 plus negative 6 plus negative 2 plus 0 now. So, these all are negative. So, we just have negative 25, then plus negative 2 plus 0. Then we just have negative 27. So the next number here is negative 27. So I'll get this negative 27 after knowing the difference between 9 and 7, 13 and 9, and then it is 19 and 13. So definitely what we have to know is to find out the next number. And as I said earlier, we don't have the Nicholas formula or the specific formula that is used to find out the number, the next number. But in general, we know what kind of the question, and definitely after we have known the type of the question, we know what is next to and how we can obtain the next number. So this is all about the next number, and that's all about the next number. When talking about the next number, we don't have the Nicholas formula. So let us see the other example. We just have the start example of the next number so as we finish up. Now, let us see. Now, start example. We just want to look at first one example here. Start examples. 91 people did the farm for 12 days. How many people will be needed to dig or to cultivate the same farm for 13 days? Here we just have people. We just have farm. And we just have days that were used to cultivate that farm. We've been told 91 people cultivated one farm for 11 days. So how many people will be required to cultivate the same farm for 13 days? I read again. We just have people, farm and days. 91 people cultivated a single farm for 11 days. How many people will be needed to cultivate the same farm, that is single farm, for 13 days? So, this is how we have written. Now, according to this question, you take this 91, you multiply by 1. Then, this 1 also multiplied by this number. So, it is 91 times 1 times 11. 91 times 1 times 11 is equal to y times 1 times 13. So this is what we are looking for. We are looking for the number of people that we are required to do. Now, 91 times 1 times 11 is equal to y times 1 times 13. So here we just have 91 times 11 is equal to 13y. Now you divide it by 13, you divide it by 13. Now this cancel out. Now y is equal to 91 times 11. 91 times 11 over y. If that had been the case, over 13. Now if that had been the case, here by 7 is 1. Here, by 12, by 13 it is 1. Here by 13 it is 7. Now, it is 7 times 11, which is equal to 7 times 11, it is 77. Now, the number of people that were required to cultivate the same farm is 77. 4 is 77. Now, from the question, the people that will be needed to cultivate the same farm for 13 days, we just have 77 people. 77 people. So, this is how definitely we can do. So, you better be very careful. Don't ignore the number of farms. Some people just ignore, some pupils just try to ignore the number of farms. If you ignore the number of farms, you will definitely find something which is so different from what you expected. Because you will find it is y times 11 and then 91 times 13. So which definitely you won't find the correct answer. Kwa sababu wengine wanatuuza hii hapa moja. So it is very important for you. So 91 people dig the farm for 11 days. 91 people dig the one farm for 11 days. How many people, that is one, will be able to cultivate the same farm, that is one, and then for 13 days. So this and this and this one. This and this and this one. Then you get 77 people. So this is what definitely is required to be there. And so that's all about me.